Hey everybody! All right, today we're going to take a look at this amazing figure from Mezco. Now I've had this on pre-order for I think it's been about a year. Seems like that's about the waiting time for a lot of this stuff. But this is Major Toht. So that's the guy who got his face melted off in Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. So the Raiders of the Lost Ark movie. Here you can see the box art looks fantastic. You got the little spirit that comes out of the Ark, and on this side it's got another little bit of the arc right here, and then the Indiana Jones logo. Now, on the back here, it comes with a lot of stuff, as you can see here. There's a lot of things. So there is 4 different head sculpts for Toht. There is 4.5 different sculpts for the hand. I'll explain that half one when we get to that point. There's a pistol, the hot poker that he threatened Marion with, the staff of raw headpiece on there. What is really cool is you get the arc. This arc is really cool looking, and you also get one of the spirits that come out of the arc as well. Comes with its own stand. There's also some handles for the arc, and then you also get the stand, and then looks like another piece of the stand there. All right, well, let's open this up because it's going to be a pretty cool looking figure. All right, so let's open this up. Now, as I said, this was a year-long wait for this thing. But as soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted it, mainly because of the head sculpts on this guy, because, you know, the melting face the whole melting face thing. One of the coolest parts of that movie. All right. Oh, wow. Ooh, boy. Oh, my gosh. Okay, yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff in this. All right, so 112, I don't know if that's the, I'm not sure if that's the scale of it or not. Looks like we got some instructions here that talk about how to set everything up, and all the different head sculpts as well. Oh, yeah, I forgot that the arc lights up. Oh gosh, how did I forget that? Like I said, it's been a year. In fact, I actually forgot that I even ordered this thing. All right, well, let's start right off here with this. Let me see if I can get this clear section off of here. I don't know if I've ordered anything from Mezco before. I may have in the past. It's just I've done so many videos at this point, I really don't even know anymore about a lot of stuff that I've done. Okay, let's take a look at Toht himself. Ooh, all right. So this is really nice. His clothes are actually cloth right here. He's got like a handkerchief in his pocket. This is a nice tie, kind of like the pinstriped outfit that he wore. There's even like buttons right here. Yeah, so this is actually a cloth. You can actually see his shirt under here too. Looks like a pretty good head sculpt of him. I can't remember the name of the actor. I'll have to look him up real quick. Who I think sadly passed away now. I don't think he's alive anymore. But that's a great head sculpt of him. Now here's the highlight of this thing. Let me see if I can get this one out. Well, you know what? This is probably going to take me a long time to get through these. I'll show you each head sculpt. I'll take all of these out, show you everything and what it looks like, and then there's also a lower section on here too, it looks like. Let me see what's down here. Oh, this has got to be the arc. Oh, let me see. Ooh, yes. Wow, look at that. There's the arc. Oh, that's cool, the way that looks inside there. Look at that. There's the top of it. There's the stand. Oh, that's right. He comes with his raincoat that he has. Oh, there's the handles to the arc. Oh, here's the spirit. All right. Oh, it comes with batteries. Okay, well, let me get all this out so I can check out everything all at once. Okay, so here's everything all laid out, and this comes with a ton of stuff. It's amazing how many accessories this comes with. So, of course, we've seen Toht already. I did put one of his pairs of glasses on, which does make him look more like he's supposed to. Now, on here, we have 3 other pairs of glasses. So I guess these go with the varying degrees of how he's melting, including the final one where the lenses are red. We also have the poker right here that looks really good. And then we also have the pistol. Now, he also has several different hand sculpts. So we can see that there's a gloved one there. There's another gloved one here. These are the full-on melting hands. Oh, man, look at those. Looks great. And then these are the other ones based on, I think that one's going to hold the poker. There's probably one, this is probably for the gun right there, I'm guessing. That one there, I'll show you the other side of it. It actually has the scar on his hand when he picked up that staff of raw headpiece and it melted into his hand. They actually put that on the hand. That's really, really cool. We got this nice stand, which I think he's just going to go on because he's got holes in his feet. They also give you this long stand piece right here, which I probably am not going to use, I'm guessing. And then here we got all the different stages of his head. Look at that. That looks so good. There he is when he's first screaming. It looks really good. We'll be able to put the head of the glasses on there. This is when he's first starting to melt. Oh my gosh, look at that. That looks absolutely incredible. Wow. And these heads just pop on. And then, of course, we got the full-on melty face. Look at that. That looks really good. They did a really great job of painting it. Look at that. Ooh, man, that is just some seriously creepy stuff going on there. His eyes are all whitened out. They even made it look like it's all wet and everything. The special effects that they used for that scene is amazing, how they melted that head, mostly made of wax. Here is the spirit. You can see the really awesome face on there. It's got like a skull. It's got this iridescent kind of paint job on it. I don't know if it's painted on there, if it's actually molded in this iridescent plastic, but it looks really good. You can see how it looks at the bottom. There's a hole right here in the middle where you're going to put the stand. There's the back of it. This is really neat. I really like this thing. That's the stand for it right there. We also have this overcoat, like his long coat that he wore. It's kind of like a pleather material. I'll see if I can try to get this on him. But you can see it's stitched on here. It looks really good. There's the inside of it, and these have wires in them so you can kind of adjust them better. So I'll see if I can try to get that on him. It looks like it's going to be a little difficult. And then, of course, we have the arc. Now, we'll get a closer look at this a little bit later. I just kind of want to show you what it looks like. But it is a beautiful piece. I mean, the gold on it is just absolutely fantastic. Then we also got the big handles on there, too. All right, well, let's start with, let's see, where should we start with this? I guess we'll start with his hands and his head sculpts. Okay, so now here he is with the first head sculpt. Now, I did manage to get this jacket on him, but I got to tell you, this was no easy feat. I think I spent about 25 minutes trying to get this on him. So he does have articulation in the arms and the elbows and all of that, but it's not the easiest thing to articulate him because of the fact that the clothes are on, relatively tight. You can see this thing. I think they made this jacket a little too small. I mean, look at the way this sleeve comes all the way down to here. And I've tried pulling this thing up as much as I can, but you can kind of see at least that he does wear it. But yeah, I think they could have done a better job on that. It made it a little bit bigger. And then you can see here that I did put that hand on here, and you can see he's got that scar on there, which is why I have him in the screaming mode. And the hand will actually hold that head staff of raw piece. And here's where you can see his hand actually holding it. It's a really neat looking piece the way they did it. It's very detailed. Kind of like that copperish color to it. Yeah, the accessories on this is great. And here is the next head sculpt. You can see how good that looks. That looks really awesome. So the heads pop on pretty easily. Just have to make sure you put them down all the way, but that looks really good the way they did that. Very, very gory. All right, now for the next one. And here he is in the final melting stage. Oh my goodness, this looks amazing. So I changed out his hands too, so we got his melting hands. This looks absolutely fantastic. Now each of these heads has holes in the side of the head where you can put the glasses. There's like little posts on the earpieces right there. And they just kind of, you can see where they're at and you can kind of match them in there. This one here was a little bit harder to see because of all the blood and gore on here, but you can see the detail of this if I can stay focused. Looks really, really good. I mean, they did a good job on the paint job on it. So just like in the movie, his glasses are kind of starting to come off. And of course, you can take his hat off. You can kind of see the rest of it. That's great. But yeah, oh wow. Yeah, the detail in this is really fantastic. I mean, they did a really excellent job on it. Pretty gory. And here is the arc. Oh my gosh, this thing looks amazing. Look at all the little details that they got on here. The gold paint looks really nice on there. Looks just like the original prop. Even this kind of detailing in here. Here's the cherubs at the top. It's interesting how this prop shows up again in the Crystal Skull movie when they go back to that huge warehouse that the government has where they're hiding all of these things. And you can see this in a broken crate. And I think that was the original prop. They said they still had it. And that was the original prop that they, used on it. So it's kind of cool that it makes another appearance in another movie. This one here is like the other side, but it's actually kind of the opposite way. It's all going this way. But you can see how good that looks. Here's the bottom. So it does take 3 AAA batteries. We'll take a look at the lights here just a bit. There's the switch. And oh man, this is just so nicely done. Now the top of it comes off. Here's what it looks like on the inside. And then here's what this looks like. Now this is really cool. The way they did it. The light catches that on the side like that, and it just looks amazing. It's really cool. It's got this nice texture on there. It looks excellent. All right, well, let's light it up. Let me turn the lights down so we can see it better. Okay, so I've turned the lights completely off so we can get a full effect of this. And there it is. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Now, I'm hoping, I don't know how good this is going to look on camera, but this is really neat because it has this, it's kind of like a 3-dimensional look inside of there. It looks like it goes way down in there, the way they did this. I mean, it is really cool. Let me see, maybe if I turn the lights up a little bit, you might be able to get a little bit of the effect on here. Maybe. I mean, you can kind of see how deep it goes in there. I mean, it looks like it goes way down in there. This is really neat. I really love it. I don't know, maybe it looks better in the dark. It's always hard to know how to do this with this lighting, but yeah, you can kind of really tell over here how it looks like it goes way down inside. And I love how it's like, kind of in the movie, I guess, it's like, it's kind of white around here where it's like the main, section of energy right there in the center. Then it kind of comes out this way and it's kind of in waves. So you can kind of see the way they did the waves on here. It's really well done. I mean, this looks fantastic. Absolutely love it. All right, let's put the spirit on top of it. Okay, so here it is with the lights completely off. This looks so cool, the way the light shines up on it. Now, unfortunately, the lights are getting washed out on camera here, but it has kind of that yellowish tint to it. That looks really good. Now, I do wish that maybe this post was shorter so that it'd be closer down, to the lid here. And it would have been kind of cool also if maybe there was a place to put the post inside there so that, you don't have to have this piece right here, this little disc-shaped part, because that's kind of a bummer. And in the pictures, I guess I wasn't really looking close, but I thought that the spirit here actually is closer down and, is actually attached to the inside. But then if it did that, then it would kind of disrupt the image of this, having a hole on there. So I guess I kind of see why they didn't do it, but I do think that maybe making this shorter would have been okay. But then I think maybe they were trying to, have it as a standalone piece. But just having it on top of there does look pretty cool. Looks very eerie in the dark, so it's awesome. Love it. And here is the arc with the handles on. These pieces are really nice looking. You can see the detail on these. Looks like there's leather or something on there. So they just fit inside here. This is kind of what we're mostly used to seeing when it comes to the arc, where they carried it like that. So that's very neat. I mean, they pretty much thought of everything when it came to this. Another great accessory for that. Okay, well, there we go. The Mezco Deluxe Major Toht action figure from Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is such a great set. Comes with a lot of stuff. Now, I'm not going to lie, this was an expensive figure. It was $112, but it does come with a lot of stuff. I mean, you're basically getting 2 figures with this, and you also get the arc that lights up. I didn't buy any of the Hasbro figures because you had to buy pretty much all of them to get all the pieces to make the arc, and I didn't really like that. And the figures didn't look as good as this either. I mean, this is like way more high quality. And you get the arc, it's all together in one thing. I love all the different head sculpts you get with this, the hand sculpts, the accessories of things in the movie. This thing is just so cool looking. You can see the iridescent colors on it, especially right there. And I think I'm going to leave him in that configuration because that's the way we mainly remember him. But so Entertainment Earth is where I got this. They're sold out. They're completely sold out right now, and they're probably sold out at a lot of the other places. I'm assuming they're going to get more in. I don't think these are limited editions, so maybe some of you might know if these are limited editions or not. But I think it's really great. It's a great figure. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I very much appreciate it. And until the next time, I will see you on the next video. So thanks again for watching, and have a good one.